All right. Hi, this is Celine Moon God Tarot here back with another pick a card reading. And I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and just do a love reading. And this is going to be a reading about how your person is feeling about you. Just an overall, reading about what they're feeling, what they're thinking, about you, um, maybe about the relationship. I have three stones or crystals, I should say, here. I have one, this is a pink quartz. Then this is also pink quartz, but it's a heart, of course, because it's a love reading. And then this is clear crystal quartz. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and pick the crystal that kind of calls out to you. And I'm going to be using just one deck of cards for this reading. I'm going to be using the Modern Love Tarot right here and the Hidden Truth Oracle, which is a great deck, and then the Romance Angels. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile one, if this is the pile that called to you, welcome to your reading. I am gonna just shuffle these cards. Some people don't want shuffling. They want just to have the whole, spread out. I like to shuffle live so that you can see how the cards pop out. I usually like to let them uh, kind of flip out as I'm shuffling. All right. Okay. So for pile one, how is pile one's person? Excuse me. Hit my knee. All right. I don't know if you heard that. All right. So how is pile one's person feeling about them? Pile one's person. How are they feeling about pile one? Pile one's person. How are they feeling about pile one? We'll start with three and then we'll clarify. Let's get four. Let's get one more. How is pile one's person feeling? Okay, that one. Okay. So let's see what we have here. I don't read reversals typically because, you know, um, there's lots of ways to interpret tarot. So sometimes, when they're reversed, it can make a card that's, usually positive, negative. And I feel like, there's plenty of cards that can represent that upright. So that's kind of why I don't. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Cups, and the Hierophant. So for love reading, these aren't that fantastic in the sense that there's just some pain going on here in this connection. So I don't know if there's been a breakup or there's been, maybe you guys have taken a pause or your person doesn't know that you like them, or vice versa. You don't know that your person likes you. I have the Five of Cups usually is a card about, it's about sadness. It's about, you see these cups represent emotions and they're all spilled over. In this, you know, image too, I feel like uh, there's a lack of hope. There's a lack of being hopeful. There's just a, turning within and being just mourning and being saddened. It's kind of like a sad card, but it's not a dark card. Like, it's not like it has a bunch of clouds or, or anything like that. There is sun rays coming in. So I feel like, overall they have love for you. They do love you. That's, they care about you. That's for sure. If that's what you came for the reading to find out, they absolutely do, because they would not be mourning, right? But then we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords usually is a card about um, eh, something being hidden, deceit, some knowledge that's being kept from you. So I feel like this, this mourning or this pain They might be, walking around. If this is a connection that's on pause, or you guys broke up, they're acting as though they are not hurt. They're acting like everything's fine. They're acting like they're not in pain. They're not, sad because you guys broke up. They're not missing you or anything like that. That's kind of like what I'm getting from these two cards. And then going from this card, it's funny. Every time I don't know if this resonates for somebody, because this is like a collective reading, but like I always think of like someone, like she's cheating, like, or someone cheated on somebody. Maybe that's the reason why you guys broke up. I don't know, but just thought I'd mention that. Then you have the Eight of Cups, represented by this woman here who's getting ready to, she looks like she's packing. She's getting ready to leave. She looks tired. She looks like she's done a lot of work to get all those boxes packed, and to prepare to where she's going. So I feel like with these other two cards, the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I feel like there is a disappointment, maybe regret, maybe doubt about whether your person should move on or not, or you should move on. It can flip either way, so take it how it resonates. And I am going to clarify these a little bit more. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, I love this card. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Anyway, it's a card of, Hierophant usually represents, or Hierophant, however you say it, it can represent, you know, structure, think of entities like, like a church or a courthouse, or it can represent a job. It can represent some type of high authority that gives education to, or stability, either stability or education to others. And it can also mean marriage sometimes, like an institution of marriage, or like a contract, or I think justice. The Justice card is more about contracts, but I think here, what I want to say is that they're growing to a point where they're mourning, they're hiding that they're mourning, and they are tired of being so sad and feeling lonely and left behind, that they want to pull back and act as though they might be pulling back from you and acting like they're cold, acting like, like I said with the Seven of Swords, acting like they don't need you. They don't need, they're going to just kind of close their heart. Here's another one. Close their heart and not, show emotion. Interestingly, okay, I feel like this could be a family that's broken up. Maybe somebody did cheat. I don't usually take reversals, but all of these are upright, and this popped out right away. The Ten of Cups popped out. Usually, as you can see here, it's a cup of, beauty and happiness and wish fulfillment, and, it can represent family, but it came out reversed, so I'm going to leave that here. So maybe there was a family that broke up. Maybe there was, maybe you guys were even business partners, or some kind of, connected in some kind of way, and that also ended with the relationship. So let's see, why is the Five of Cups here? Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here for this? Okay. Wow, we got a couple of them. Judgment. And the Knight of Cups. Interesting. I said cheating. Knight of Cups usually is, the person is a man, and it's usually somebody that's offering their cup of love. Here, you've got a guy with a girl and a guy on each arm. And, it reminds me of like third party situation, or like, and a third party it could be work, right? It could be like, this person, speaking of the Hierophant, could be a workaholic or something like that. So it doesn't have to be another man or woman. But this came out here with the Five of Cups. So that's definitely speaking to, some kind of like a betrayal there. And then Judgment. Judgment is about asking for forgiveness. It's about, knowing and taking responsibility for what you did wrong and wanting to make it right. That's usually what Judgment is about. It could also be about like when you're talking about like a future type reading, that an apology can be coming, that, somebody is really has deep regrets about what they've done and want to make it right. Um, hmm. You know, another thing too, let's see what I was going to say about that. So I think your person, yeah, it's clear to me that your person probably might have cheated or had something that they chose over you, and they're acting like it didn't bother them with the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of this one jumped here? Oh man. I mean the Seven of Swords. Funny I said the Five of Swords, right? And that's totally the card I pulled out before I saw it. Huh. So you see what this is about, right? Five of Swords is about radical, disorganized action or opinions or thoughts. Win the battle, not the war. Fighting for no particular reason, or fighting for things that are frivolous and not of depth or value. Kind of lower vibrational stuff here. So, it could be that there was a lot of fighting. There can be children involved. But I think in regards of the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Five of Swords here, I think that there could be some, your person has some childhood wounds that they haven't revealed to you. I don't know if that could be why they did cheat. Maybe there's something there that, you know, there are people who are like chronic cheaters, right? There are other people who just, make an honest mistake because of pain and depression or whatever they're going through, and they don't share it, they don't try to resolve it, and they let it become, just sit there and fester. And then it comes out in their actions and how they treat other people. And it seems like either they have gone through some stuff and they haven't told you about it and they keep it to themselves, because they don't want to look weak. That's really sad. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Okay, Eight of Cups here. Page of Wands. Yeah. Page of Wands is all about, look at that beautiful little girl there. You know, it's the idea of something new, a new passion, a new inspiration. It's young energy. It's discovery. It's like suddenly figuring out that you love, that you found a hobby that you love and you just go after it. Like, let's say you want to do pour painting and you buy all the stuff for pour painting, and buy all kinds of shit on Amazon to get it started. That's that Page of Wands, that you don't know how hard it's going to be, you don't know how expensive it's going to be. Well, at some point you will, but you're just going to do it because you figured out that you just really love it. It's kind of like that energy. And when I see the Eight of Cups, I feel like, perhaps they're doing a lot of reflection on their childhood. They're doing a lot of reflection. And even if you can see here, this lady is kind of looking at the Five of Swords a little bit there. But, there could be doing some deep reflection, about everything that's taken place, all of this dark, sad stuff, taking a look at it and really thinking that they fucked up. Yeah. Hiding they fucked up. But let's see. Then we have the it is marriage. Okay. It is marriage. They want to get back together. I think they want to get back together. They miss you. Under the Hierophant. That's why I say it is marriage, because we have the Ten of Cups. And the I'm sorry, it's Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. It's all about, it can be about finance. It could be about money. Usually Pentacles are grounded energy. So it's about stuff that we have here on Earth, right? The 3D, going out with friends, relationships, like here they're having a nice dinner. You've got all the generations of people there. It's about just everything that you could possibly want. That is something you can touch, so not ideas or passions or epiphanies, but Ten of Pentacles of grounded stuff. So I think they want it back. They want a solid connection with you again. They don't want to let this go. And that could be what they're hiding, and why they're acting so stoic, is that they're hiding that they really, really want the connection with you. Okay, so now that we got a picture, let's get a couple of, I have those other two decks, and let's see what else they have to say here. Let's see first what the angels have to say about this connection. Spirit, what advice do you have? I don't want, oops, wait. Sorry about that, guys. What advice, angels, do you have for pile one? What advice, angels, do you have for pile one? Advice. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There you go. All right, what else? What other advice do you have for the pile one? What advice do you have for pile one? Sticking out. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, which kind of matches, start the conversation. Start a conversation again. If you clicked on this reading, honey, pile one, that means you love them and you miss them too. Typically when you don't care for someone and you're over it, you're not going to click on a tarot reading about that person, in case you're in a little bit of denial there, pile one. Okay, two more cards, please, for pile one. Advice for pile one. Advice for pile one, please. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like that's something that, not for you to retreat. As you see, there's a little couple there. I think maybe you guys need some hermit time, some time where you get together, you have that heart-to-heart conversation where you're both very honest and open with each other, and allow that playful spirit that you guys had in the beginning to come back again, and that's where you take time and retreat. We all need that time to just pull back and figure out what we're feeling and how to move forward. Sometimes it's what happened, what we're feeling, and how to move forward, right? Okay, one more card for pile one. Wedding. Wow, that's amazing. Wedding, guys. So you guys might be destined to be together. You guys might be soulmates. You guys might be, I speak very, casually about, not casually, but I don't say the word twin flame or anything very flippantly. But, it seems like, typically when I think about cheaters or people who cheat or any kind of betrayal, that's a hard thing to get over. And sometimes people don't ever get over it. But it seems like in this situation, because of the family stuff going on that's not being talked about, that it was not something that this person ever wanted to do in the first place. Like, have you ever had that moment where you do something and you immediately regret it? I think that's what happened here. So it says the situation involves marriage. So either you're still married or they want to get back together with you. Um, I want you guys to get back together too. Okay. Last deck here, we're going to do the Hidden Truth Oracle. I like this oracle. We're going to see what they're thinking. Okay, pile one. Pile one. What is pile one's person thinking about this? What do they want to say? What does pile one's person want to say? What does pile one's person want to say? What does pile one's person want to say? Remember I told you they didn't want to say much? These cards are not popping out, huh? What does pile one? Whoa. I wonder if you are happy without me. That resonates with the storyline of a breakup. What does pile one really want to say? I'm sorry, what does pile one's person really want to say? Pile one. What does pile one's person really want to say? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Oh my God. Maybe the third person was work. It says, I buried myself in work to forget you, or I bury myself in work to forget you. Aw. Okay, last card. That one. What's the last thing that third person wants to say to them? Last one. This card. Pile one. I wish things could be different. That makes me sad. So I think the regret that we were seeing over here, the regret and wanting to come back and really wanting to have this heart-to-heart conversation, all kind of ties into, wishing that things could be different. Um, yeah. Wow. I'm so sorry, pile one, that this was not the most positive reading, but it's a good reading in the sense that it gives you a bird's eye view of snapshot of what your person's feeling right now. And it seems like it could be a complicated situation that you guys have been dealing with, um, meaning that, whatever came between you guys, whether it was another person or whether they're a workaholic or whatever the case may be, there are deep child wounds that need to be healed. And, the only way to really do that, if you both really want to be together, is to talk about it. There's so much healing that comes from that. So, um, it's not as, scary as one thinks to share their feelings and emotions. And it doesn't matter how it comes out, like you should be able to just, even if it comes out silly, still say it, because sometimes it's our own minds, they're trapped in their mind. They're trapped in not expressing what they're feeling and not even thinking that you might miss them too and that you might forgive them. They're like, hoping. But definitely, I really wish you the best, pile one. And if you want to leave a comment, if anything resonated, I'd love to hear. I like to hear, like, when I do a reading and it matches someone's situation. But I wish you the best and you take care, okay? All right, pile two, you pick the heart, the pink quartz heart. So we'll see how this energy for pile one was not it was a deep reading, it wasn't all sunshine and roses. So let's see. Hopefully you are different, pile two. How is did I say pile one? Pile two. Pile two. How is pile two's person feeling about things? How are they feeling? What are their thoughts about pile two? Pile two's person. What's happening with pile two's person? All right, we have justice. King of Wands. Going on with pile two's person. Whoa. Okay, we're going to take them. Two of Pentacles. Temperance. King of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And the Emperor. Let's get one more card. Oh, woof. That popped right out. I didn't even get to shuffle. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. Let me see here. We have the Justice, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, pile two. Your person might be a very logical person who goes with their mind before they go with their heart. Um, likes to do things fair and balanced, does not like to have a lot of chaos in their life. They don't like having, you know, the, you know, they don't like waves. They don't like, ruffled feathers. They like everything to be just as it should be, fair and balanced. And they do not do that well with chaos. However, justice is followed by the King of Wands. And this King of Wands seems like he is at home in chaos. So, the King of Wands has that energy of that, charismatic, flirty type of person who is very smart, very passionate, very does have emotion, but it usually gets expressed as passion. It can be impulsive, young at heart, all of that. And that is followed by the Two of Pentacles right here. The Two of Pentacles makes me think of the Justice card and just speaks of balance, trying to make a decision, trying to figure out what to do with a problem or a relationship, or it could be finances, it could be anything. But I feel like, it is I feel like they have emotion for you. They have passion, but they're keeping themselves restrained. And they either have not told you about this love that they have for you, um, or you know about it, but they're not they're not showing it to you. They're not showing it to you. You might not even know they like you. You might not even know, because excuse me. We have Temperance here, and Temperance is shown here with this family. And you have this little girl here who looks like she's at least 2 or 3. And if you have family, you already know that deciding to bake with your 2 or 3-year-old requires patience. It requires patience. That turns into a big fat mess. They don't know or know how to follow direction well, or break an egg, or get distracted and want to put their hands in it or whatever. So here, the fact that he's smiling and she looks so serene is kind of comical to me, but that is what it is. It is being able to both, usually it's been depicted by an angel, which you see over here in the corner, but an angel that has 1 foot in the ground and 1 foot like in a stream of water. So it's being able to balance. It's finding that balance in that chaotic situation. It's finding balance in your life or in a chaotic situation, and being able to kind of like roll with the punches. Okay, this is different. I've never gone through this before. I don't know how this is going to turn out, or I feel very anxious about this and how this is going to turn out. Temperance comes in to say, all right, take a deep breath, calm down. There is a way to work this out. There is a way. You just have to be calm and patient, and be able to try to transition that energy of anxiety or worry into energy of like, it will be fine. It's going to work. Not toxic positivity. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, okay, I'm going to trust the universe here that this is going to be it's going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. So in regards to love here, I think that there's an effort, like your person is trying to be restrained, does have a lot of passion for you, lots of passion. It might be a young connection. It might be a crush, actually. And so they're not showing you, and they are trying to be patient. This is that lesson that they're learning. You have the Knight of Wands, which is, the younger version of the King of Wands. So this guy still hasn't kind of discovered himself. He's still new, but he's still very passionate. He's younger. He's passionate. It makes me think of that young love, like the loves that, now, if you're younger, I'm not trying to offend you, but like, I remember for myself in my 20s, I fell in love, like, with the person that you think you're supposed to be with. Like, you have this very um, very kind of rigid idea, or an yeah, kind of a rigid idea of what a loved what a person that you're in love with should be, how they look, the music they listen to, whether they're funny or not, all those kind of superficial things, and now I'm 47 and now it's like a completely different story. So just hold on to your socks, kids. Anyway, so as far as your person is concerned, they do want to come in a very kind of like erratic way, with this Knight of Wands energy, and give you an offering, go to you and communicate something to you that they want to say, something grounded, maybe an offering like, hey, do you want to go on a date with me? Or, hey, you know, maybe even admitting their feelings. But I think with the Pentacles, it's more of like maybe they'll want to send you a text and say, how you doing? Try to start conversation up again. Or they want to maybe ask you out, take you to the movies, um, do something like that. Um, yeah. And this progresses, right? Because we have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles progresses to the Emperor. Look at this guy. Hmm? And the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is exactly that. Confessing your emotions for someone, offering your feelings, taking your heart out and handing it over to the person and saying, hey, listen, I'm going to be vulnerable here. I am going to let you know that I have a huge crush on you. And, you know, I don't know how you feel. They're going to want to present themselves in the best way possible. And maybe this is that working on themselves that they're doing. They don't want to come unprepared with this cup. They want to come prepared. So that's a nice thing. I think that's very good. It sounds like your person is pretty emotionally intelligent. That's good. Everybody needs to everyone can use some of that. That's for damn sure. Okay. So let's see what the angels say about this connection. Oops. Advice from the angels for pile 2 for this connection. Advice from the angels for pile 2, this connection, please. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. This kind of, it goes right in line with temperance, right? Trusting that it's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. Yes. Okay. What else, Spirit? Advice for pile 2, please. Advice for pile 2. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Wow, that's a deep message. This might be a message for your person or something that they are realizing that they need to do. Or you've been too focused on this connection and you're not living your life, and allowing things to marinate, so to speak. But, I kind of, my first feeling looking at this was that it was your person. Your person needs to loosen up the belt, loosen up the tie, button down the shirt, and relax a little bit and take an honest look at themselves to see, what they really want. Like when you're trying to decide between being intellectual and holding your feelings in and not, it can be really scary that, to show your emotions. But honestly, most humans, most normal humans that have a good, emotional, structure are going to be very welcoming and, honored and feel very special that you're sharing your feelings. Even if it's a no, it doesn't matter, because sometimes, well, that saying, sometimes rejection is protection. Maybe it's protecting you from something. But, you know, most people want to hear what the person they care about is feeling. I feel like you care about this person too. I don't think this is a one way thing at all. The next card is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Wow. That takes some humility, doesn't it? It takes humility to get to number one, admit that you've got something that you need to share with someone because you can't figure it out on your own. And that is another thing. I feel like the universe is pushing your person to grow in areas they are not accustomed to growing in, like trusting, patience. Free yourself. Be more relaxed. Ask yourself what makes you happy and go for it. And letting your friends help you. Asking for advice. That's kind of hard for some people to do. It's hard for me to do. I am not good at that. I will if I'm forced to. The universe forces me to, but it's not often. But I relate to that. Okay, last card of the angels for pile 2. Advice for their person. Advice for the situation. Last card. Pile 2, please, Spirit. Take the top one. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Wow. That's awesome. So this connection has a purpose, guys. This connection has a purpose. There's a reason for this connection. This connection is not just some, you know, fluke, unexpected kind of thing. Crushes come and go. It's really not that serious kind of thing. No, there's a reason why you guys have been put in each other's focus, and I think that it's clear that your person does recognize you as someone that they do care about and they want to come forward. But they're like going back and forth in their mind, and the universe is saying, hey, yoo-hoo, you're kind of losing sight of this whole thing. He's gonna have to break free from, like, I imagine, your person, got, like, have you ever walked into some spider webs? It's an icky feeling, but you just can't get, you have to break through all of that, all of the webs, and then pick them off. It's kind of like, I feel like your person is trying to do that. Like, they're trying to see what is the right decision, but they're just tangling themselves up. They're not being cut and dry with it and just being brave. I did a reading not too long ago, and it brought up being brave. That we all have this idea of being brave, that it's just a one event type of thing, right? Which this might constitute as a one event thing, as far as he or she, or they, coming towards with their cup of love. But bravery sometimes needs to be sustained for a long period of time in light of the Temperance card and patience. Okay, so last deck here. This is the thoughts deck, the Hidden Truth Oracle. Let's see what their hidden thoughts are for pile 2. Hidden thoughts for pile 2, please. Wow. Okay. Aww. I love you unconditionally. Finding out the truth crushed me. That is always an interesting one when that comes out. And I think that what this speaks to is not that there was necessarily a truth that was found out, but the idea of being rejected, or the idea of, what if the truth is that this person that I love, what if pile 2 doesn't really have any feelings for me? That would crush me, I think, is what really that is saying. 2 more cards for pile 2. Their person's thoughts, please. Yeah. I hid who I really am from you. Wow. So that really matches what I said earlier about, like, it almost reminds me, like, this is how he or she, I keep saying he, it might be he, portrays themselves to everyone else in their life, but they really are a deep, passionate person, and they didn't show that to you. They didn't show their feelings to you. They didn't show who they really were to you. And the last one is, I am so attracted to you. Mm, pile 2, your person for sure has the hots for you. For sure, you must make them flustered, because if they're thinking this hard about it, and are so kind of like stuck, I think that it's safe to say that they really do like you. They really do have feelings for you. Um, so that's all clear. So I guess really what's left is for somebody to make a move. And if they're hiding it from you, you might, like I said, you might not even know this person. But it seems like you guys do know each other. You guys might work with each other. You guys might um, see each other at school or something like that. For them to, yeah, I think it's like there's some kind of social place you guys frequent. Um, it could be like work or something like that. So yeah, pile 2, that was a great reading. So yeah, your person has the hots for you, and you make them flustered. So there you go. I wish you the best. If you resonated, leave a comment. I like to hear how that goes. And then also subscribe and like my channel if you like the content. There's a bunch of other videos there you can check out. And I wish you the best, pile 2. All right, pile 3. You picked the clear quartz. This is your reading. Let me go ahead and shuffle. That might have been loud. Okay, pile 3, Spirit. What happened here? Sorry about that. Okay. Pile 3. How is the person feeling about this connection? Pile 3's person. How does he feel about this connection? We've got a chunk of cards here. All right. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Let's get some more. I'll tell you what they say. All right. That's it. That's a lot. All right. Okay. And then we have these. Wow. So many. Oh my goodness. Well, right away they pile 3, your person loves you. Sorry to say, or happy to say, either way, right? Okay, so I think that when they met you, you knocked their socks off. Like, you were somebody that was a catalyst in their life. Like, you have the Tower card to start off. And the Tower card usually is depicted with a tower, and a lightning bolt has hit it, and it uh, uh, cracks the building open, and people are falling out. So it's an epiphany. It's a no more than an epiphany. It's like it's just something unexpected, and suddenly, you know, when they met you, it was a big deal to them in their life. Like, it was a catalyst for something. Um, you have the Four of Pentacles here, and you sometimes the Four of Pentacles, like you can see here, this person's kind of being selfish. It can represent someone being selfish. But I think what this represents is that, which is a horrible thing to feel, I think, in some ways, but it's like when something happens to you completely unexpected and you can't say anything about it. That's what I think this is. It's like like this sounds so silly, but I'm going to say it. It's like, let's say you went and told your coworkers you're going to go to California. You have a business trip, and you need to go to California for a business trip. But then, you really went out with some other friends and took some pictures, and somebody posted it on Facebook, and they saw you, or oh no, that's not what I wanted to say. Damn it. That's for somebody somewhere. Maybe one of you guys did that. I don't know. Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, let's say like you went to California, blah blah blah, and you saw your favorite star. Like, you ran into your favorite, you know, whoever your favorite stars, your favorite musician. Like it was like, that would be like me running into Beyonce, right? Or something like that, like, and then not being able to say anything about it. Like running into them, but not being able to come back home and say, look at these pictures I got with Beyonce and oh, it was so great and blah, blah, blah. You have to like keep it to yourself. So it's a positive, you were a positive tower moment, but they had to keep it to themselves, which could be why we got all these cards that came out, because it's like they had to keep it to themselves and they can't wait to just spill the beans. Speaking of spilling the beans, you have the Ace of Pentacles here. And that talks all about like, an offering, giving a grounded offering, like, from superficial to deep, from, hey, would you like to go on a date with me, to deep, like I am offering a solid connection with me. And I am totally, my life has changed because I met you. Kind of, wow. Okay. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this person probably wants to show you off, that you knock their socks off. Like, I keep saying that, and I never say that in my normal life, but you changed that. You were something else, because you have the Three of Pentacles, right? And the Three of Pentacles usually is about, like somebody, like you're working really hard on something and then you get to display it. You get to show your work. You get to show off what you did. And that's what this guy's doing too, right? I mean, he's looking at this picture he painted and the little heart over there. I think that definitely this person, pile three, cannot wait to show you off. So there must be like a communication with you guys. Like you might know already that your person knows that you like them. They might already know, you might know that they like you and vice versa. Sorry, I'm getting myself all mixed up here. Okay, then you have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is like, that's saying that you check off all their boxes. Okay, you check off all their boxes. You make them feel like they imagine, and they might be putting you on a pedestal, but I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, it's more grounded than that. Like they know you and they know that you would make them very happy. They know you well enough to know that they would be emotionally satisfied if you were a part of their life. They would be abundant, emotionally. There wouldn't be any lack. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm wondering, ooh, oh, you know what? I'm wondering, this could be a connection with same-sex connection, or, or non-binary, or any of the LBD. Oh my God, I butchered it again. I'm so sorry. I need coffee. Please forgive me. Okay. The Rainbow Tribe. um, yeah, you guys could be a couple from the Rainbow Tribe. It could be even like they didn't know that they liked the same gender, and that's why you were such a tower. Ooh, because this is, two men, obviously. And the Eight of Pentacles talks about walking away, so turning away from one thing to go to another. And you're turning away from something having learned it. Like, I'm done with this. I've done this for too long. I'm going to walk away. And oh, my mistake. That's so weird. Tell me if this resonates with somebody, because I don't know what the hell's going on, but this is the Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Cups. But the Eight of Cups is exactly what I just said about walking away. The Eight of Pentacles is actually energy that is connected to the Three of Pentacles. So it's having worked on something very, very hard, right? But more of like a long-term working hard, like when you decide you want a garden, or you decide, you know, you're going to work on a project. You want to, build a coffee table or a dining set. And that's going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot of work. And then this is after looking at the fruits of your labor, showing your basket of fruit that you got from your garden, or, being able to sit back and look at how beautiful you made that dining set. That's what this card is about. So that's interesting that I said the Eight of Cups. So maybe you're walking away from something, or if you guys do admit this connection to each other, or go forward, both of you would have to walk away from something. That's a possibility. But it's not a negative thing, though. Walking away isn't negative. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. So maybe one of you guys have a lot of money, or you know a lot of people, you have a lot of connections, you are of a person of like not high society, but like you're well known. You could be a well-known person in the community. Um, and that could be why this person can't wait to show you off. That could be it. Pile three, what you got going on? Yeah, so that's that. And that's like, and if it's not that, it's like, abundance. Like this connection is going to bring a lot of abundance. It is going to bring good things into both of your lives. And this was the other card that made me think of the Rainbow Tribe because of how colorful it is. It has all the colors in it. And this is the Ace of Wands. This is the declaration of passion, is what this is. This is, the epiphany, or the, realization that this person is my bread and fucking butter. I want this person in my life, hell or high water. I have passion for you. And they're coming in quickly. This is the Knight of Swords. And I always, when I when I look at this, or whenever it comes up, this card, it makes me think of that song from Miley Cyrus, Wrecking Ball, like coming in like a wrecking ball. That's the energy of, for me, the Knight of Swords, coming in with all of this, fervor and energy and like zeal, just, I don't care what she says or he says. I'm just fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like that kind of energy. And then you have the 10 of Cups. They're running towards the 10 of Cups, and you have two tens here, which tens represent endings. And when you have two, I see it as an ending and a beginning. So it could be that there is going to be, like when I mentioned the 8 of Cups that actually did not even show up in this reading. It talks about walking away. So interesting. Okay, let's see what else you got here. Let's do advice, angel advice. Angel advice for pile 3. Please and thank you. All right, advice, pile 3. Ooh, got 2. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Ooh, it's gonna go down for pile 3. Trust. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right. So maybe you're a little anxious. Maybe that's why you clicked on the reading. Maybe you have a feeling this is going to happen and you're just like, I can't wait. Who knows? All right. 2 more cards, please. Advice from the angels for pile 3. 2 more cards for pile 3. 2 more cards for pile 3. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I'm not sure if he has children, you have children, they have children. It could be that the apprehension that your person has with keeping it to him or herself maybe might be because they're just scared, like I think of like that kind of like young energy, like one of the pages, like that young energy. Maybe they're just a little intimidated. And so maybe their, inner child might be, either the inner child is affecting this relationship in the sense that, they're kind of keeping it to themselves and want it to be very, very, very perfect. Or you guys, have children, and maybe that is something that's going to be affected, that this connection is going to affect. But like you said, you have the 10 of Cups here, and that is a family. That is a family being brought together, full of love, deep bonds, so quite possibly could be have children involved here. So 1 more card, please. This card's here for pile 3. Oh, you got 2. You got a bonus. Ooh, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And very soon. You got the very soon card. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okie dokie. So it looks like your person is coming towards you. That is for sure. Okay. Remember that tarot is a snapshot. So if they get cold feet and we do another reading, or you click on another reading, it could be a totally different vibe. But right now, they're excited. They want to come to you. You are their wish fulfillment in a person, I think. All right. Thoughts and feelings of pile three's person. Thoughts and feelings of pile three's person. And feelings of pile three's person. Thoughts of pile three's person. We both know I am not the one for you. I sense some doubt. I see doubt there. There is doubt. A little bit of apprehension, like I said. All right. Let's see what else. Thoughts, pile three's person. Excuse me. Timing just wasn't right for us. All right. Well, I don't know if there is something here that the universe is not revealing to me that you know about why these are saying that. Like if this is speaking to maybe the reason why, we had the Four of Pentacles and not being able to share how much their feelings or the fact that they were into you. So maybe that's speaking to that. Thoughts and feelings of pile three's person, please, Spirit. 2 more cards. There we go. 2 more cards there. I replay our conversations over and over. Oh, they miss you. You speak to me through music. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, well, I think that this tells me here, I replay our conversations over and over, that this person, you guys obviously know each other, and they've been thinking a lot about what you've been saying. And maybe you guys have shared a playlist with each other. And if you do, go back and listen to those songs and see if this all gets revealed, with that song. Let me get one more card, because let's just clarify. I just want to get more information. Tell me more about what is pile three's person thinking and feeling about this connection. What are they thinking and feeling about this connection, Spirit? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Wow, that is not matching. What is going on here? Pile three, what's going on? I mean, these obviously go together with the conversations and the spiritual lesson. And it could be that if this is about someone realizing that they are attracted to, the same gender or more than one gender, or doesn't matter, some kind of life shift that took place when they met you, I can see why these are more deep. They're more deep. They're not just, I like you. They're like, you guys have a deep connection. There was purpose for this connection. It wasn't just to, here, there's 2 more here. It wasn't just for naught, right? This connection had a purpose and has a purpose. I wish I could take back my words. So maybe, Maybe you came to the person and called them out, like, I know you like me and I know you're attracted to me, and they said, no, you're crazy, and didn't, reciprocate out of fear, didn't reciprocate. And I know I was a distraction from your pain. Wow. These, I don't know what to say, you guys. I promise that this deck has really nice, fluffy love words in there too. But these are all very deep and negative. So I don't know if you're if someone is hijacking this reading, and there really are some negative things that did not come out in the cards that are also included in your relationship or your connection with this person, and that's why your person is saying these things. And I don't think that they match the reading, especially the angel cards. But all the angel cards were talking about moving forward, about expressing yourself, and about, you know, um, give you, like this one right here, like, give yourself a chance in this relationship, work on your partnership. So, you know, yeah, pile three. This is interesting. It took a turn for me here, but I do think that your person does love you, does care for you deeply, does think about what you say. If you guys share music, maybe reach out to them in that way. Give them that sign that says, yes, you can approach me. Yes, please come and tell me what you're thinking and feeling and how you're feeling. Let's talk about it. Okay. All right, pile three, that's all I have for you. So I really wish you the best, and I hope that things turn out well with your connection. And like I said before, remember, it's a snapshot of what this person is feeling. It doesn't mean that this is the end all to be all. It is just a little energy check-in. So if you find another reading and click on it tomorrow and it says something different, that's because, energies shift, things change. People change, they go back and forth with, especially when you're trying to find out people's secret thoughts, and their feelings. Um, who knows what's going to come out, right? Some icky stuff can come out, some insecurities, things that they haven't told a soul. So yeah, just, be patient with this person, and they're trying to work it out. They have a lot of enthusiasm when it comes to you, and they really are attracted to you. That, that's you know doesn't even need to be said. But I wish you the best. So if you like it and this resonated, please follow me, and subscribe, like the video. um I don't get paid for anything on here, but I enjoy doing the tarot readings. So if you enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you until next time. Take care.